What is going on, everyone? Deejus here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay analysis. Today we're continuing our lower level user submitted series. Yes, today we're looking at a nice little lower level game. But today we're going to do something I normally don't do. I'm not going to reveal the ratings of each player. I'll just tell you that one of these players was 1250 and one of these players was 1050, and at the end of the game you can decide which one you think is which. That is a little treat for y'all. Anyway, I'm still accepting submissions, so don't forget to submit your qualified games to Deejusproductions@gmail.com. Preferably send me those there. Don't send me on Discord. Don't send me on my advancedwarsbyweb.com. I check my email more often, and I'm more likely to look at your submissions that way. Don't forget it. Anyway, let's look at today's match. We're looking at this map right here. It's called Celeste. Now, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, this is not one of my favorite maps. In fact, it's one of my least favorite maps in Advanced Wars by Web. Part of that reason being I'm 0-2 on this map, but my opponents were Toulouse and Go 7, so, you know, I'm not being too hard on myself, but I also don't like this map for a couple reasons. Number one, artillery are overpowered on this map. Artillery, you can block a lot of cities. You can put an artillery here, lock that city, put an artillery here, lock the city, put an artillery here, lock that city. Like, so many mountains, artillery are just overpowered. You can lock cities just basically all over the map using these mountains as meat shields around your artillery. And you can't really attack those artillery with anything other than air units. But the thing about the air units is it's very easy to airport lock. Just 2 turns away, this base can airport lock with an anti-air, just plopping one here. So you're always going to have a unit here and maybe even here on your weak side up here if you want to prevent the airport lock. Airport locks are quite easy. The thing about the airport is copters are quite good because of these mountains. They can weave in and around the mountains, make life a living hell for your opponent, but even getting out a copter in the first place can be a little tricky because you can be airport locked so easily. The good news for you is there is no good news because it's actually the strong side of red, and you only have one base and one airport over here. So it's not uncommon that the weak side gets a little overwhelmed over here. The HQ is also happens to be on the strong side of your opponent. So HQ rushes are real, airport locks are real, artillery overpowering, everything is real. You know, this is real life now. We're not playing games. So due to the prevalence of artillery on this map and due to the large amount of planes, Jake is the pretty much straightforward tier 4 pick on this map over the likes of Adder, over the likes of Cole, and dare I say even Jess. So I think Jake has quite a high usage percentage on this map because of those advantages he has over his other tier 4 opponents. Anyway, without further ado, let's start this game. Oh, I gotta change the colors, and then we'll start. Alright, now we got the colors correctly. So at the bottom, in the red, in the orange star, we got Mr. Leary93. At the top, we got Mr. Sol-ecks in the black hole. So on this map, you typically want to go for the base first, like any other map. You get a nice chain afterward, boom, bada boom, or boom. So a pretty nice chain over there, and you typically want to go for the side over here because it's a little more dangerous than going for something over here, over here. I mean, you can go for the early cap here, but I recommend going the side like Mr. Sol-ecks did over here. You're typically going to get control of this airport and get control of that. Dubious whether you could get control of that, probably not, I would say. You're never going to get that, you're never going to get that. So basically, on your weak side, you're not going to get anything beyond this. You can try to get this property, that's also tricky to get, but you're not going to pass that mountain generally, and you're not going to be able to hold this if you do get it in the early game. So you got to play a little conservative on your weak side, so let's see how they play. Pretty mirror match so far in terms of capture game. Oh, not so far. Mr. Sol-ecks going over here for the nice little chain. I like this move, getting this early, and holding on to that for dear life. I like that actually a little bit more than going for this little wimpy little thing in the back. Maybe it delays a tank for a turn, but I honestly don't think it's a huge dealio because you're going for arties in this game usually anyway. So this turn, red can actually build an arty. He actually does not opt to build an arty. It's a toss-up. You can delay it for a turn, or you can get one that turn. I mean, it will enable you to get this property with this unit, and this property with this unit, and spread out your units accordingly. So we'll delay your capture game a slight bit if you do get an early artillery. Granted, this is also the weak side, so you probably wouldn't want to build it there anyway. You probably want to build it over here on the strong side, so forget what I just said on that. Typically, now you see an artillery. When I played Toulouse, he built an artillery this turn from this base over here, and he brought it down here, and he locked these 2 bases from me. Well, actually, I got this base early, but he locked this base from me over here. And when I say base, I mean property. So typically, you want to have an artillery by now. But this is a lesson learned for everyone. We're looking at the lower level series right now. We're not looking at me versus Toulouse. We're not looking at me versus LJVD or Go 7. We're looking at Mr. Leary93 versus Sol-ecks with the Rolex, okay? Early tank in the wimpy little corner over here. Okay, I see why he builds not from here, because he wants to capture that property immediately. So that kind of makes sense. The thing is, tank, I would have preferred an artillery. They're just so good on this map. I mean, tanks aren't bad, but everyone goes to tank by default. When you don't know what to do, you always build a tank. That's basically what people's default is. I'm going to expect a tank on the weak side from Sol-ecks. I guess you kind of have to match a tank there. You actually could build your own artillery and have an infantry wall over here on your weak side. This is another one of those exceptions of maps where you can build an artillery on the weak side just because of all the mountainous terrain enables you to have some nice shields for your artillery, despite having a lower number of units and infantry on your weak side. The thing about artillery is it's harder to front shift. So, see, if you had an artillery maybe a turn earlier, you could plop that bad boy there and lock this from the strong side for the longest time ever. Because you're not going to be able to really dislodge an artillery from here or here, because it's going to be in the belly of the beast. You're going to be one turn away from reinforcement from the base. Even though it's the weak side base, you don't want to overextend that much. So maybe an earlier artillery. Let's see if that was even possible. Sol-ecks could not have built an artillery that turn, unfortunately for him. So good on Mr. Leary going for this property over here rather than the chain over here. This is a sexy chain, not going to lie. But you do want to get this property early. It will pay off in the end. And it can be a main difference maker. Now, this is a little ballsy. I don't know if Mr. Leary over here, he's a little leery-eyed, weary-eyed, or whatever the hell the term is. But you're not going to be able to hold this property on your weak side. So, he wants to be ballsy, though. He wants to be ballsy. Let's see how long he can hold that versus strong side. So, we got some tank wars going on. Now, we got a tank chain going on the strong side by Mr. Red. I would have built a tank here this turn. Now it's like, okay, you got your little back property, but you should probably build a tank. It to be much sooner to the middle, sooner to get to this, attacking this property over here, which looks like you want to lock anyway. So I would have done that. Now that you've committed to tanks, I guess it's a little harder to go to artillery because you want to match your macro for the map. You don't want to have one tank for maximum pressure, then suddenly build a slow artillery that's meant for more containment, for more locking. You want to have your units to mesh together. So if you're going arties, you want to stay arties for a little bit. Maybe make two artillery, or an artillery, then a tank, then an artillery. If you're making tanks, you might as well go tank, 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 tank. So, you know, go full Tordred. But we shall see. So now I'm assuming a tank over here as well, because you want to make sure that you have some way to counterattack this tank attack. Pretty standard, though. Both guys got their airport, thankfully. Red's going to get that. Black's going to get that. Nothing out of the ordinary here. We got our contrarian over there facing the wrong way. I wonder how long he's going to live. Now, will Red interrupt this cap over here? It will enable a first strike, but it's also a very contested property. We'll see. Honestly, I probably wouldn't interrupt the cap there, but I can see it's very tempting. So, it's not the worst thing if you interrupt the cap and take some damage. I'll put it that way. He does not. He actually goes for the middle over here. I like that, making sure these properties are all under attack now. I like the M&M, the middle and maneuverability. The middle is hardest place to capture because all the bases are far away. So if you can control the middle early, capture the middle early, it's hard to really flip those properties. Once you get control of the middle properties, it's hard to really flip them because then the artillery locks come into play. The tanks are freaking everywhere. The copters might even be weaving. So gotta watch out for that stuff. I'm expecting an early anti-air from Black this turn, and I'm expecting... Oh, Red already got an anti-air. Smart move, prophylactic, psychological airport lock. No copters yet. So it's like, why did you spend the 8k? There's no copter. That's because copters are good on this map, and you want to airport lock them. Now he's going to be a little hesitant to build the copter, because he already sees the anti-air over there. And if he wants to build a copter, he's going to have to block it with an infantry or a tank or some sort of shit to prevent the one-hit KO. So, I like that move by Red. Smart move. I bet Black is going to emulate it. Imitate it, emulate it, whatever the term is. Being a little passive over here. Look, you got the numbers. You don't have to be so passive. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 3 little wimpies over here. Put those little munchkins up here. Let him come to you. Like, put your infantry like here, 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 here. Look, like he's not going to attack them with his infantry. You're going to one-shot them with your anti-air. So a little passive over here with the infantry. Recognizing your strong side versus your weak side. Look at those numbers. You're going to overwhelm this side. So, you know, don't be so wimpy about it. I like the early artillery as well. Well, not earlier than Red, I should say. I like it here on the strong side, not on the weak side. I like Sol-ecks' play this turn. Nice redemption turn. Other than these little wimpkins over here. You don't want wimpkins. You don't want little dabblers. You want an army of stabblers. Already airport lock. Well, you can place an infantry there and prevent the lock. Or you can place a tank there. And you can't put a tank there. But you're going to have to let it be one-shot, your infantry, in order to build a copter. So we got airport lock on the way. Red squeaked out a copter before Black was even able to get down that anti-air. So he was able to get out that copter, that bad boy. But it looks like right now, Red has more control of the center than Black does. Looks like he's going to capture this or this. He could even forgo the cap there, capture this. And it's a little complicated, but he's got better M&M right now. And M&M can mean a lot. I like this move by Black, though. The only way to attack this with this tank is from a road, and you don't want to take a road hit onto a city tank, especially when there's a tank backup as well. So I'm liking this move by Black. Medium tank tech up. I see there's 3 red tanks over here, so I understand the Deej rule. I don't hate it. The reason why I wouldn't do it, though, is because artillery really good on this map. Now Red's going to build 2 artillery here, probably, if he's smart. 2 artillery, plop him here, and the medium tank can't do jack shit. If he attacks anything, he's going to die to artillery. 2 artillery. If it's a more open map, sure, I agree with the medium tank tech up right here. But on this map, artillery, copter, put your infantry there, move a tank there to punish the artillery or anti-air if it does attack this infantry blocking the copter. You want to get out an air unit, and you want to get an artillery here, even though it's the weak side. Plop it behind this mountain or this mountain. Build another artillery somewhere else. Maybe another one from the same place over here. You want to really build up this artillery, okay? You want to proliferate a lot of artillery. And building that medium tank kind of slows that down. You're not going to be able to build an artillery this turn, just more infantry. So I don't really agree with that tech up. Normally, you see 3 tanks, I get it. However, artillery is so good here, your medium tank's going to get choked off. There's artillery, you're going to choke you to death, okay? Like, you got to watch out for that shit. So let's see what Red does. If I was Red, 2 artilleries this turn. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. And then build, I don't know, copters or who knows from the other base. You could go trip Artie this turn. You got 18k. Trip Artie. So let's see what he does. Okay. Not a terrible move, but this medium tank is here and you don't have an artillery in place. You put a cop tank there. Okay, it's not... You will have to attack from a non-preferable position of this plane right there, so it's exposed. So it's actually not a terrible engagement. Oh, okay. Well, they like the big, beefy boys, okay? You can't stop people loving the medium tanks, all right? I get it. They're big. People like watching the medium tanks kiss each other. I get it. But it's not for me. It's not for me. Anyway, you got the copters coming in. Just barely out of range. See, if these were more aggressive, you could threaten to cap that. You could threaten... Well, you can threaten to cap that one, luckily. But I would bring these closer, because you have numbers. Look at these bad boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 versus 5. And you got an artillery, and you got an anti-air. You're going to win that battle 10 out of 10 times, unless you're completely... I don't even know how you would lose that battle. But, being a little wimpkin over there, I get it. So, free tank kill. He didn't even punish with the other tank. Okay, I guess. This is a scary artillery lock. Look, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now from both angles he's gonna kill. So you cannot build a copter this turn, which sucks. It sucks. So there is an official airport lock now. So if I'm red, I'm feeling pretty good, but it's a free kill for Mr. Sol-ecks over here. Remember when I said earlier, how long can red hold on this property? It belongs to black. Well, he's gonna get that property. No questions asked. We didn't capture this turn. Okay. I guess he saw that one infantry would attack from here and the copter would wrap around or something. I'm not entirely sure. But he's taking his time. Honestly, I would have put that infantry right there. Or somewhere around here to threaten the cap. I understand that you could be attacked by a copter, but you'd want to have some anti-air overlap right there. You want to make sure you can punish any free copter hits, so they're not actually free. Building another artillery, I like it. No artillery from red so far. Only artillery coming from black. And black, he blundered here with that free hit from the tank. I think he could have attacked back because he's got a medium tank right there anyway. But we'll see. You don't really want to have these 2 tanks in the medium tank versus 3 tanks in the medium tank on red's strong side. Don't agree with this move by black. I understand, like, I just don't like the teching up to a medium tank on the weak side. I just don't like it. Could have built an artillery, forced red to like go somewhere else, just block him off there, but I don't like it. Now the copter swift, I like that. Smart move by red over here. Now see, ooh, just barely out of the locking range. That's why you kind of want to keep the anti-air over here. I know we got a free kill with the infantry over there, but you do want to have the block over there. Now red's probably going to build a tank to punish any anti-air shenanigans. And this is shifting over there. I like the shift. Smart move by Mr. Leary93. And he's got a pretty strong force on the left. It's looking pretty scary, maintaining the airport lock for the most part. Although you can place an infantry there and block that. But yeah, he built a tank over there just like I predicted, saving up some monies. He's got income lead over Mr. Sol-ecks. But, you know, Sol-ecks is going to get that property back. He's going to get this property, so we'll see how things stand after a turn or two. Let's see what Sol-ecks does. Okay, stops the airport lock. Definitely going to build a copter this turn, judging by what I've seen. Yep. Medium tank being passive as all hell. I would have put that medium tank on the city. And maybe, or maybe like on this HQ or something. This is like off in the corner, sucking its own toes. So you don't really want to, you know, quarantine your medium tank on the sidelines. You want your medium tank to be in the action. You want to put it in the middle. Maybe the HQ, maybe move it over here so it eventually goes to the city over there. I don't really like that. I see he wants to protect the city over there. Another thing, if you had an artillery, place it there, place an infantry there. Lock that down. Artillery! Artillery are good. Hello, you're both Jake. Red doesn't get the memo, but he's still doing fine, I guess. But, like, this is an artillery map. This is, like, one of the best artillery maps there is. Another free kill. Kind of out of position, but another free kill. But now he can start capping a bunch of shit because he has an artillery to punish. Cap, cappity, cap, flap, bap. Like, look at all these infantry. Oh my god, look at all those infantry. This is a swarm of infantry. Now he realizes he has their upper hand over here. Anything that tank does is going to get kaplowed by this little artillery over there. He's allowing... No, he's not allowing for it to be hit, but that's looking pretty scary. Pretty feisty move by red over here, but he can't actually get that with the anti-air unless he gets a Jake power and kills the blocker if there is a blocker. So, a little... Wait a minute. Kill that, and then he can kill that. Unless he puts the tank in the way. Maybe he puts the tank in the way, I don't know. Huh. Doesn't put the tank in the way. Interesting. Okay. Just kill that infantry, and then you get a free copter. Not a very good wall. Okay. Let's see if Sol-ecks sees it. It should be fairly obvious to see, to be perfectly honest. Not to throw shade in any way. Triple tanking it for Mr. Leary. He's got the income lead. Yep, easy. Just way too easy, dude. I mean, you're going to lose this anti-air, but then you can also move your tank in range so you can punish next turn. Or you can actually block with some infantry. Tank comes in, kapow. Just free kills. Why not? Yeah, like he's going to get that property. He's bringing in another artillery, bringing in another anti-air because he knows this anti-air is going to die. I like that. Expecting the other anti-air to die so he builds a second one. Smart move, we can also shift it over to the side over here because there is a copter over there. See what he does in his weak side, though. His weak side's been a little more dubious. Doesn't have any artillery to really fall back on. That's the issue. Builds in the... Oh, I don't like that. 3 anti-air for literally 2 copters. Not a good idea. You have this copter to attack that copter. You don't need to have an anti-air there. I would have built maybe another medium tank. Maybe a neo tank. He's got enough money to build a neo tank if you check. 23,000. I mean, you have to do 1 base skip, but you can build a neo tank there, get some overlap, and completely annihilate that medium tank if it attacks. I would have built a neo tank right there. I said I don't like teching up too much on the weak side, but in this instance, this is pretty scary looking. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you attack the medium tank onto this tank, but then you have a neo tank. Boom! You're gonna hit him hard from a plane. A neo tank here would have been great. Oh man, I would have loved to build a neo tank if I was playing as Sol-ecks right there. But he's going in. He's near the HQ actually, which is a little scary. Tank comes in, gets a hit, 1 hit off on the anti-air. Not even a great roll. That's still kind of an airport lock. You're going to do 7 damage, 8 damage to any copter that comes out, even at 5 HP. So Yeah, I'm liking Sol-ecks' position over there, but it's like a little sharp pile over here on the left. If you had the Neo tank, oh my god, if you had the Neo tank right there, but you don't. You have a freaking anti-air. Listen, this is why it's the lower level series, all right? This is why it's the lower level series. And if you're building another copter, why'd you even build an anti-air? You have 2 deterrents to the copter. It just doesn't make sense. Some people just go overboard with the anti-air. There's no reason to build freaking that many anti-air when you have copters that do the same job of anti-air attacking other copters. Look, it did 8 damage to another copter. You don't need to build an anti-air. They're pretty big deterrents against copters themselves. Looking mightily scary over here. Looking like an HQ kind of situation, but it's also looking like an HQ kind of situation over here on the right, so. Scary. Scary. Okay, so capture. Now, black's coming in. Free. Oh. Block rock. Pretty much even on. Let's look at the statty poos. 8 to 9, so pretty dead even. More kills than deaths actually for Sol-ecks. He's looking pretty good after that copter kill. Boomba. Boomba. Oh, he used it so he could kill that tank in one shot. Nice find there. Oh shit, this is looking scary. This is looking scary. Oh shit. Yeah, cap that shit. I would have attacked right here, to be perfectly honest. Is he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Okay. Honestly, I would have attacked from this plane and like nearly one-shot that tank right there. I have no idea why he didn't just go one-shot that tank. Ugh. But he's capping the airport. Damn, dude, you should have attacked that tank. Okay, copter coming in. Ooh, nice finish off right there. Now the medium tank can come in. Kapow. Now a Neo tank. If you don't build a Neo tank this turn, I can't help you. I can't help you this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You gotta build a Neo tank this turn. I swear to God, you build a Neo tank this turn. If there's not a Neo tank this turn, God have mercy on your soul, Sol-ecks. I'm sorry. I need to see a Neo tank. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have coverage. These don't cover each other. You're using your super right now. Dude. This Neo tank's gonna like do 9 damage to that Neo tank using his super. And he's not gonna get punished for it. Gosh darngler it, dude. Build the Neo tanks. Why are you afraid of the golf balls? Hey, look at our little counterculture guy over there just chilling too. Oh my gosh. So another block rock. So that last one did a lot of damage. So if you look at the damage done, it was 24 to 26, 86,000 to 120,000 approximately. Kapow! Now we're at 84,000 to 112,000. Let's see what Mr. Red could do with the block rock. Easy kill. Easy kill. See, why did you even bring it over here? He must be all out for the, like I said. Okay, he did 7 instead of 8. But, okay, getting close to the HQ right there. Free kill. Cap. Ooh, yeah, this is scary. This is scary. Imagine a Neo tank right here. I would have jizzed my pants if I saw a Neo tank. Sorry for the 4 ladies of thousands of guys here that had to hear that, but it's true. Now, Sol-ecks, you can capture the HQ. You need 6 more, so you need to keep that intact. That looks like a tall order to keep that intact. You got an infantry there. You're gonna have to put like artillery here, tank here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you can't put the artillery there. Tank here, infantry here, artillery here. I think you can block it. I think you can. Move this tank here so you can't surround the infantry. 1 infantry here. 1 infantry here. Put this, I don't know, over here. Another artillery there. Dude, you can win. You can definitely win. All you have to do is block off these 2. Tank here. Full HP infantry here. You should live. Dude, you can definitely win here. Tank here. Full HP infantry here. I don't know, put whatever combo of your artillery there. Oh my god, you can definitely win this. I don't think he did pull it off though. Spoiler alerts. I mean, the game's still young, but you can definitely do it right here. Medium tank coming in. At least he's getting some damage over there. Dude, why are you attacking with your blocker? Okay, he's rather do damage than actually do the cap, it seems. Which is whatever. He's going for the long game. He's going for doing damage to killing off the medium tank, killing the tanks, rather than actually going for the kill. I think he could have actually gotten the kill. So let's see what red can do. He can definitely break through that. The question is, what's got to die? Artillery, anti-air coming in. So that would have been pretty tricky. You would have to put the artillery here in order to block from the right side. Because that artillery comes in. Anti-air, excuse me. Boom! But this is... all you're going to do is get off one artillery hit on that medium tank. So this was not a very good wall after all. So I kind of dropped down quite significantly. And the join cap's not going to do you any good, I don't think. So he's got to retreat. Although he did snag the airport. All that said and done, he snagged the airport. He's got sky superiority. But he lost a shit ton of units in the process. Look how many he lost. He was sitting pretty for a bit. And then he lost all that shit. But now he's got sky superiority. At least, I guess there's something to come of it. But like... yeah, that's not going to happen, dude. Come on. At least he's fighting back on the weak side over there. He's got to be wary, though. We're pretty much dead even again. With Sol-ecks with a slight lead in terms of income because he got the airport. Now we can start building stealths. It's going to be a little hard to build stealths, though, because this is one turn away. So you can't build a stealth there. You have to build the stealth from over here. But it's uncounterable. Once it goes hiding form, you can't attack it with anything but a fighter. And if you can't build a fighter... I would have put an artillery there, artillery on the city, and then like make sure no one ever captures that again. Spam stealth and then you win. Because you can't push over here if you just have a bunch of stealths. Like you can try for an HQ push, but you're just uncounterable unit would just block the way for him. So I don't know how this will go, but I don't like this HQ kind of shardy little party over there. Kind of got in the way. Red is getting reckless with his units over here, though. This is a little overextension. Like, look at all these black units over here. All red units are over here. I would have pulled these back and, like, let them healed up or something. Because you can see the majority of red's units are over here now. So why would you fight over here at the same time? Remember, it's a fulcrum. Your strong side, attack. Your weak side, pull back. Boom, boom, boom. This used to be the strong side, but then he retreated to defend his HQ. So this is no longer the strong side. This is the strong side now. Okay? Sometimes you have to adjust. I know this started off the strong side, but it doesn't mean it's always the strong side. So I think Sol-ecks is going to get some damage done because of that, especially since he's got a super coming up. Bad time to get aggressive as hell over here. There's a super incoming. Neo-tank. Finally, our first Neo-tank. Not a single artillery by red. That stuff baffles me. Artillery is so damn good on this map. He has not built a single artillery. Let's see how that pays off for him. Boom, easy free. Killy. Yep. Heal up a few units. Probably build a Neo-tank himself on the side, finally, I would assume. Nope, no Neo-tank. Still building the copters, which is not terrible. But, yeah, it seems like he's retreating. He wants to heal all his units. He sees that he has an income lead. He sees that he has a unit advantage. So I understand that. Interesting engagement after all said and done. You're going to need to tech up, though, boy. At least build an artillery over here. Like, what is your plan for this Neo-tank? You don't have any Neo-tank yourself. You don't have any bombers yourself. You don't have any artillery. What is your plan? There is zero plan for this Neo-tank. How are you going to deal with it? It's going to run train. Okay, well now it looks like Red's going to reclaim that airport. Looks like Red is sacking for the sake of the power. Here comes the block rock. Now this Neo-tank. Does this Neo-tank reach now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got one shot. Boom. Yep. How do you deal with this? There's no Neo-tank to punish that. There's no anything to punish anything. Ooh, this is looking shaky. Boom, and Red's attacking everywhere at once. He's like, fuck, strong side, weak side. Balls to the wall, baby. I'm attacking everywhere. Let's see what Sol-ecks can do. He's pretty far behind on unit value now. Attacks with the medium tank, attacks with the tank. He needs to upgrade his units. Luckily for him, there's no more anti-air, so this copter is free reign. He needs... Okay, he's fighting off the strong attack by Leary over there. Boom, bada boom, ba. Kind of cobbled together this little wall over here, but there is 2 artillery. Actually not a terrible defense. but still a little scary. And he's still behind on unit value when it's all said and done. Now we're like 15 and 16 units. These guys are just bashing heads together. Bashing, bashing. No one's getting any rest. Everyone is just straight up yeeting to the last yeet. They don't give half a shit about their army. At this point, if I'm Sol-ecks, I'm thinking artillery, dude. You have the income advantage. Put some artillery, heal these units. You could have had an artillery and locked down the airport earlier, but now it looks like Red's going to regain it. Oh yeah, this found a little nugget right there on the side over there. Out of artillery range. This artillery can't do jack shit without a power, and he's not going to be able to get it. Copter coming in, free hit. These copters are going to get some free hits, luckily for him. But Neotanks actually trade pretty decently versus copters. You do 2 damage to them, they'll do 2 damage to you back. So, I mean, it's not great engagement, but it's not bad comparatively to other units. Building a mech over here, a little curious. I would have saved up that money for something else other than a mech, because I don't think that's going to be relevant anytime soon. But we're like dead even. 1777. 1777. These guys are neck and neck. However, it is Red's turn, so he will be able to build this turn, so he's going to go ahead and unit value. But at the last second, look at that little sneaky little shit. He got a little too feisty with his anti-air over there. And just like that, Sol-ecks was able to build a copter. That's why he didn't build a Neotank or something over here. He wanted to build a cheeky little copter, delaying the airport capture over there. Smart move by Sol-ecks. Heads up move. Leary got a little too feisty over there with the anti-air. I think there was 2 of them over. Yeah, there was 2 anti-air. They went. Yeah, you don't go full boo. All right, you're gonna regret it. Now you build a little cheeky copter. Yeah, good luck capturing that. Now he needs to build another anti-air. He's already built 2 over here. He's gonna have to build a 3rd anti-air for just 3 copters total. That's nutty. I like that move by Sol-ecks though. Very cheeky, smart move. Very heads up. So now he's got to build an anti-air over there. You can delay the cap, and you can build a stealth next turn actually. You can afford it, but this is scary. 2 medium tanks, a neo tank, and a bunch of other little tankies over there. Versus, God knows, there's garbage dump of units over here that's like half alive. There's the first stealth. Had to combine a unit to do it, but there's the first stealth. You're gonna have to spend a turn hiding it, because stealths need to be hid before they are invincible from these anti-airs, so you gotta bring it over here and then hide it. And eventually build an APC for fuel purposes. But looks like Sol-ecks is fighting back over here. He's got unit superiority, but that medium tank will heal up eventually. Mech is not doing absolutely anything like you expect. If you did build the mech, you probably wouldn't even have to combine those units. You could build your own little normal infantry. You wouldn't have to base skip if you didn't build that mech last turn. But yeah, looks like a little scary over here. Sol-ecks scaring over here, but look at this little shit over here. You got all these units. That stealth better come in soon. And you can't even attack that medium tank. You know why? Because if you attack that medium tank that got the hit, you're not going to be hidden from the anti-air. You can't attack and also hide within the same turn. So that's a free medium tank hit. And boom, look at all these attacks. Oh man, he's going in. Red is going in. He's now looking like an HQ capper. That's scary. That's scary. Look at all this shit over here. Look at all that shit over there. Scary over here as well. This isn't even airport locking anymore. Oh, he's just... What? What? Shit, dude. Okay, so black's gonna win this side and red's gonna win this side. Who's gonna kill each other first? That remains to be seen. First things first, stealth goes over here. I don't agree with that. I think you should have just gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hid right there. Because then you're blocking a bunch of shit over here. I like having stealth as blockers as well. Not only are they good at hiding, but you can't attack them. You can't move them either or kill them. You can't move past here. So I would have liked it as a blocker. Maybe cutting off that medium tank or something. A little more useful than just hiding over there in the corner. Attacking with the random shit. Bringing the tank. Going for the base lock over here. Okay, he's within anti-air range, but I would have... Whoa. Why didn't you just bring your tank up here and block? Because now the anti-air is going to get a free hit off in your artillery. I don't know about that. A little questionable. But it is what it is. Okay, copter come in. Kills that medium tank over there. Okay. Looking a little scared and getting to the block rock. We're pretty dead even again. 20, 19, 11,000, 111, 114,000, 112,000. Slight advantage Sol-ecks in the income. Near tank doesn't give half a shit. It's like Bisque. I attack on the base whenever I feel like it. And also, block rock. Block rock. That's not even a great favorable engagement, but I think it's because of a certain block rock. Ooh, we killed off the unit on the base. Ouch. There you have it. So close. One more engagement. Two more engagements. Block rock. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. This thing came out of the woodwork. Boom, on the side right there. Boom, kills the copter that thought it was safe. Boom, kills this copter that thought it was safe. Infantry just not giving half a shart. Who even cares? This tank is going wild over there. Going wild over there. Oh shit, he can put a unit on top of the base now if he wanted to. Oh, I would have probably put this on the base. Oh, there's the stealth, but you see what he does to the HQ. He's got to capture the HQ, right? Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Capturing the HQ. Boom, killing off the tank. This is looking mighty scary for Sol-ecks. He's only got 13 units, double the value, unit value. He's got a stealth, and he's got the skies. But where can he even move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't get block rock movement because it's a plane. You have literally 2 units on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to kill this unit here or this medium tank. One of these 2 units needs to die in order to win. And I don't see that happening. Yeah. That's G-Jizzle right there. Congrats to Leary, winning by capture. That was pretty impressive. So, the skies are on everything. He had maintaining airport advantage, but these units just want to town that block rock. That last turn right there started off not too close to the charge, but then boom, 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 just a few attacks like that, and then it was over. Let's look at the stats. Let's go to the game end first. Pretty damn close, I would say. 42-38. Sol-ecks had more deaths than kills. But a pretty close, only lost 4 net units to the other. Had less generated funds though, although Leary went first, so you have to take that with a grain of salt. Pretty damn close map though, 3 scop to 3 scop. Honestly, I think Sol-ecks could have won with this over here. Move that tank down there, put an artillery here, or put a infantry there rather. Put another anti-air. Oh, you know, I have an even better idea. Don't even cap with this. Put your thing in the mountain so that infantry can't even go down. Put this in the mountain, cap with the full HP infantry, put your artillery here, put your tank here, put an artillery here, bring this down here. Oh, I wish I could like show you how to do it by moving units, but it is possible. You can definitely win with this. You wouldn't even cap with this one right here though. You'd use a fresh HP cap because you want to make sure this mountain is not traversed by this infantry. Because if, let's say you kill off an infantry with this infantry will be able to come down and attack whatever unit's right here. So, I'm telling you, you could have won right there. I wish I could show you all how to do it, but that was, you know, you notice those in the higher levels. That would have been pretty dope though, not gonna lie. Honestly, I don't understand that. Like, he could have just like gone for the destruction rather than for the HQ cap as well. Attack that to that. It's going to do 9 damage, do 0 damage back. Maybe kill off with an anti-air or something. You're going to get that. You're going to get that. You're going to get some of these properties as well. You're going to lose the stuff over here, but, you know, a lot of missed opportunities for Sol-ecks right there. By the way, the rankings, Sol-ecks was the 1050, Leary was the 1250. So the higher ranked player actually did win in the end. So I guess the tactics kind of at the end kind of showed itself. I think Leary really messed up by not building artillery early on in the game. And I think he really overcompensated with anti-air as well. He built way too many anti-air for how many copters there were. He sacked a couple of them early on or later on over here, and then allowed a copter block. He got cop blocked. You don't really want to be copter blocked, so that wasn't very good. But I liked later on he had some good tactics. He had some nice surprise, like, gotcha, bitch! Like, killed off a copter over there, killed off a copter over there using the 2 extra movement by doing some weird engagements just to get charged. So he had better power meter understanding. I don't think Sol-ecks was quite understanding of how fast the power meter can charge, and he was caught off guard when Mr. Leary93 was able to get the charge faster than he thought and basically obliterate his entire side over there. Like, he got shellacked. Like, this turn right here, yeah, like, there's a little cobbling together, and then boom, look at that, 111,000, boom, halved, nothing, just obliterated by 1 power. So you got to keep that in mind when you're playing. Sometimes you want to make sure your opponent's power meter doesn't reach there, because you can sack some units, you can sack a copter, you can sack whatever in order to get the power and really punish your opponent. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something from this game. I thought it was pretty damn entertaining. Got double HQ cap attempts, but sometimes it doesn't go according to plan. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.